Interior bedroom, night. The clock shows 11:42 p.m. Jessica, 19, sits at her vanity table, ring light casting harsh shadows on her face. Her phone records as she arranges beauty products. The room is eerily quiet except for the ticking clock. Jessica: "Hey, beautiful souls. It's almost midnight, and you know what that means, another late-night glam session. I know this is crazy late, but I couldn't sleep after what arrived today." She holds up an ornate black wooden box, its surface carved with symbols that seem to shift in the changing light. The metal clasp is tarnished green, and strange stains mark the edges. Jessica: "A follower sent me this vintage makeup collection. No return address, just this note." She unfolds yellowed paper, reading aloud. Jessica: "This belonged to Momo, a makeup artist from the 1960s. She vanished during her final photo shoot. The makeup was found in her abandoned studio. Use it well." Jessica shivers involuntarily. Jessica: "Creepy, right? But look at this craftsmanship. The box feels ancient, and it's surprisingly heavy." The clasp opens with a deep, resonating click that seems to echo far longer than it should. Inside, nestled in faded velvet, are makeup items that look decades old but perfectly preserved. Jessica: "Oh my God, guys, this is incredible. Look at these brushes. The handles are carved bone, and this hair, it's so soft but feels almost alive." She lifts a foundation compact. The mirror inside is clouded with age, and when she opens it, a faint, sweet smell of decay wafts out. Jessica: "This foundation is unlike anything I've seen. It's this strange gray color, but it has depth to it, like looking into fog." She tests it on her wrist. Where the makeup touches her skin, it seems to sink in immediately, leaving her wrist looking pale and almost translucent. Jessica: "The coverage is insane. It's like it becomes part of your skin. Let me try it on my face." The clock shows 11:47 p.m. Using the bone-handled brush, Jessica begins applying the foundation. With each stroke, her reflection in the vanity mirror changes subtly. Her skin takes on an unusual pallor, and dark veins become visible beneath the surface. Jessica: "This is blending so smoothly, almost like it's blending itself. And the finish, it's not matte or dewy, it's something else entirely. My skin looks different." She touches her cheek and flinches. Her skin feels cold and slightly damp, like touching marble in winter.
Now for eyes. This eyeshadow palette is gorgeous. The eyeshadow colors seem to move in their pans. Deep blacks that look like holes punched through reality, reds that pulse like a heartbeat, grays that swirl like storm clouds. These shades are so pigmented. Watch how they apply. As she works the dark shadow onto her lids, the makeup seems to spread beyond where she's applying it. Dark circles form naturally around her eyes, making them appear sunken and hollow. This is blending beautifully, but does my face look different to you guys? The lighting must be playing tricks. The clock shows 11:52 p.m. She picks up an antique silver hand mirror from the kit. Its surface is tarnished and spotted, but when she looks into it, her reflection is crystal clear and terrifying. Her eyes appear completely black, like empty sockets, and her skin has taken on a grayish hue that makes her look corpse-like. What the hell? She drops the mirror and it clatters to the floor without breaking. When she looks back at her vanity mirror, she appears normal again, though pale. Sorry guys, that mirror must be warped or something. Let me finish with the lips. She uncaps an ornate silver lipstick tube. The lipstick inside is deep red, almost black, with a metallic sheen that reflects light strangely. As she applies it, the color bleeds past her natural lip line, making her mouth appear unnaturally large. This color is so intense. It's like it has a life of its own. The clock shows 11:57 p.m. Behind Jessica, Barely visible in the shadows of her room, something moves. A tall, thin figure with long black hair stands motionless in the doorway. Jessica doesn't notice, focused on her reflection. You know what? This look is really dramatic. Maybe too dramatic. Let me try to tone it down a bit. She reaches for makeup remover, but when she tries to wipe away the lipstick, it won't budge. Instead, her attempts to remove it seem to make it spread further. That's weird. It won't come off. Let me try the foundation. She scrubs at her face with a makeup wipe, but the foundation has seemingly bonded with her skin. Where she scrubs, her skin looks raw and irritated, but the makeup remains. The clock shows 11:59 p.m. The figure in the doorway moves closer, its footsteps making no sound. Jessica finally notices movement in her peripheral vision and turns around.
Hello? Is someone there? She sees nothing, but when she turns back to her mirror, the figure is standing directly behind her chair. It's impossibly tall and thin, with long black hair that hangs like curtains over its face. But through the hair, eyes like black holes stare directly at Jessica. Oh God, oh God. The figure places its hands on Jessica's shoulders. She feels the touch, cold like ice, but also somehow burning. The clock begins to chime midnight. Bong. Jessica's reflection flickers. For a moment, she looks normal. Then her neck appears to stretch slightly. Bong. Her fingers elongate in the mirror. She looks down at her hands. They appear normal, but in the reflection, they're becoming claw-like. Bong. The final chime. Jessica's mouth opens in a scream, but no sound emerges. Instead, her mouth continues to open wider and wider until it splits at the corners. Momo. The makeup was never about beauty. It was about becoming something else. Something better. Jessica tries to stand, but finds she can't move. The figure's hands hold her in place with unnatural strength. Momo. Every night, someone new discovers my collection. Every night, someone new joins me. The makeup doesn't just change how you look, it changes what you are. Jessica watches in horror as her reflection continues to transform. Her hair begins falling out in clumps, replaced by the same long, greasy black hair as the figure behind her. What are you doing to me? Momo, I'm giving you what every beauty influencer wants. Immortality. You'll be beautiful forever, just not in the way you expected. Jessica's skin continues to change, becoming translucent and gray. Dark veins spread across her face like spider webs. Her eyes sink deeper into her skull until they're just dark holes. Momo. The best part, your followers will never know. They'll keep watching, keep trying to recreate your looks, never understanding why they can never achieve the same effect. Jessica tries to reach for her phone to stop recording, but her arms won't obey her commands. Her fingers have become too long, too sharp. The makeup kit will find its way to the next victim. It always does. And you'll help me choose them. Jessica's transformation is nearly complete. Her face has become gaunt and skeletal. Her mouth a gaping hole filled with too many teeth. Jessica and Momo speak in unison, the voice echoing. Thank you for watching, beautiful souls. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and try this look for yourselves. The recording stops abruptly. Cut to interior bedroom morning. Bright sunlight streams through the windows. Jessica's roommate, Sarah, enters the room calling out. Jess, you missed your morning classes. Are you okay? The room is empty. The vanity table is covered with old, rotted makeup that looks like it's been decaying for decades. The vintage box sits open, its contents now appearing ancient and moldy. Sarah, what the hell happened here? She finds Jessica's phone on the floor. The screen cracked but still functional. She plays the video. On screen, Jessica appears to be talking to the camera normally at first, applying makeup with products that look fresh and new. But as the video progresses, Jessica's appearance becomes increasingly disturbing. In the final frames, Jessica's face is completely transformed into something inhuman. But the strange thing is, the makeup products in the video look exactly like the rotted ones on the vanity table. Sarah, this can't be real. She looks around the room for any sign of Jessica. On the vanity mirror, written in what appears to be old, dried lipstick, is a message. Thank you for the introduction. The collection needs a new host. Sarah stares at the message, then notices something that makes her blood run cold. Next to Jessica's phone is a small package addressed to her. Inside is a note in handwriting she doesn't recognize. This belonged to Jessica, a beauty influencer who vanished last night. The makeup was found in her room. Use it well. The vintage makeup box sits on the vanity, its clasp now shiny and new, as if it has refreshed itself. The makeup inside looks fresh and appealing once again. Sarah picks up the box, drawn to its beauty despite everything she's just witnessed. Sarah, just one tutorial couldn't hurt. As she opens the clasp, we hear the faint sound of a notification ping. On Jessica's cracked phone, a new follower notification appears. Momo_Midnight Makeup is now following you. The screen shows Sarah setting up her own phone to record. The vintage makeup box open beside her. Fade to black. The end.
If these stories sent chills down your spine, don't vanish into the darkness without hitting that like button. Share your scariest experience in the comments below, because your story might be featured next. And remember, the scariest thing is missing out. So subscribe now, before the next nightmare finds you.